much, everybody. It's great to be in Virginia. We love Virginia. Over the next 80 days, we are going to work very, very hard together. And we are going to win this state, so important. And we are going to win the White House, and we are going to take our country back. It's going to be a new day in America. It's going to be a great day in America. Government will listen to the people again. The voters, not the special interests and lobbyists, will be in charge, total charge. Our economy will grow. Jobs will come back. New factories are going to stretch all across the nation. And boy, are we going to have them come back to Virginia, that I can tell you. Families are going to be safe and secure. Crime will go down, and law and order will be restored to the United States of America. Immigration laws will be enforced, and trade deals will protect the American worker again. We're going to reject globalism and put America first. America first. And it's going to be America first from now on. We're going to put our country first. We're going to put our American workers first. We're going to put our people first. So this is the change that I'm promising. My opponent is the corporate defender of a totally rigged system and a failed status quo. She's an insider fighting only for herself and the other insiders, believe me. I'm an outsider who spent many, many, many millions of dollars doing this, lots of time, lots of energy, spending my money. But I'm fighting for you. Fighting for you. Hillary Clinton is a throwback from yesterday. Our campaign is about creating a new American future. I'm not a politician. Thank goodness. I have no special interests, and I have no special interests telling me what to do. I have no donors telling me what to do. I'm my donor. I have no lobbyists telling me what to do. I'm going to do what's right for you. My only interest is you, the American people, 100%. The American people. I'm running to represent the great majority of Americans, Republicans, Democrats, independents, liberals, conservatives, who turn on television every night and don't see anyone speaking up for them. The forgotten man, the forgotten woman. This campaign is about giving a voice to those who don't have one. I am your voice. I am your voice. I understand the great responsibility you have, and especially the responsibility you've placed in me, and I will never, ever let you down. Once again, it will be a government of, by, and for the people. Let's talk about what my reform agenda will mean for the citizens of Virginia. And I have to say, I love this state. I have businesses in this state. They're great businesses. And we're going to take care of this state, and we're going to take care of this country. But first, let's talk about our amazing veterans. The Commonwealth of Virginia is home to about 800,000 veterans who have served bravely our country. To all veterans here tonight and across this nation, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. We will never let you down. We will never let you down. Government is letting you down very badly right now. We are never, ever going to let our great veterans down. The Obama-Clinton administration has betrayed our veterans, and it's betrayed them very badly. Veterans are dying, waiting for simple care. They're dying online, waiting to see a doctor. 5 days, 6 days, 7 days. It all ends, and it ends fast under a Trump administration. I have a detailed 10-point plan on veterans reform available on my website, which everybody is talking about and the veterans love. Check it out. At the center of the plan is veterans' choice. The VA will remain a public system because it is really a public trust. But veterans will have the right to either seek care at the VA facility, and if they can't get it and get it quickly, they have the right to go to a private doctor or medical clinic across the street, and we'll take care of it. Never again will we allow a veteran to die waiting for the care that they need, and they should be getting more than anybody. A Trump administration will also rebuild our sadly depleted military. Sadly depleted. The best way to keep our troops out of harm's way and to keep our nation out of preventable conflicts is to remember those famous words, very, very famous words. Peace through strength. Unfortunately, our active duty armed forces have shrunk from 2 million in 1991 to 1.3 million today. A big, big reduction. The Navy has shrunk from over 500 ships to 272 ships during the same period of time. Think of that. So sad. The Air Force is about 1/3 smaller than it was in 1991. President Obama has proposed A 2017 defense budget that in real dollars cuts nearly 25% from what we were spending in 2011. We face threats as never, ever before, but the Obama-Clinton administration is determined to keep shrinking our military until you know what ultimately is going to happen, and it's not going to be good. That I can tell you. President Obama has said that he thinks the greatest threat we face is global warming. Remember, President Obama and Hillary Clinton, sometimes referred to as Crooked Hillary, can't even say the words radical Islamic terrorism. Can't even say it. They don't want to get involved. Everybody knows what's happening. They can't say the words. Now, while President Obama and Hillary Clinton are shrinking America's military, they're also expanding. Think of it. Expanding, through allowing it to happen, the military of Iran. They're doing this with their disastrous deal that puts Iran on the path to nuclear weapons and gives them another $150 billion, not to mention the $400 million in cash, which turned out to be a ransom payment after all, just like I said. In other words, our president lied to us. He lied to us. Let's also not forget that Hillary Clinton's disastrous Middle East policies unleashed ISIS onto the world, a fact for which Hillary Clinton has expressed zero remorse and no apologies. She will never be able to fix the ISIS problem that her policies created. For one thing, she doesn't have the strength or the stamina, coupled with all of the other problems that this country has, and we have a lot. Yet, as our military was depleted on Hillary Clinton's watch, things turned out really well for her and only her. The Clintons made $60 million in gross income while she was Secretary of State, plus countless more to the phony Clinton Foundation. It's called pay for play. She even created an illegal private email server, one easily hacked by our foreign enemies, to hide her corrupt dealings. Then she deleted 33,000 emails to try and cover her tracks. These were the emails for the wedding and for yoga classes. 33,000 emails. Would we like to see what was on those emails? She lied about it all, even to Congress. A Trump administration will end the government corruption once and for all. No one will be above the law. Let's talk about another major issue right here in Virginia. It's called energy. Energy. I visited the hardworking coal miners in the state, and they are hardworking, and they love being coal miners, and that's what they want to do. They're tremendous, hardworking people who only want to be able to do their jobs, provide for their families, and give power to this country. We are going to put our great miners and steel workers back to work. But Hillary Clinton wants to put them out of a job. You know her statement made not so long ago, wants them out of a job. Let's repeat her infamous words, because this is exactly what she said. Put a lot of coal miners and coal companies that employ a lot of people, folks, a lot of people, and a lot of people right here in Virginia, put them out of business, out of business. That's what she wants to do. So sad. According to the Energy Information Administration, the United States has the largest recoverable coal resources in the world. We're talking clean coal, beautiful, clean coal. These reserves are located in Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, and Illinois, to name a few examples. Over 90% of U.S. coal is used for electricity. In other words, my plan will make your energy bill much less expensive, much, much cheaper. Hillary Clinton's anti-energy agenda is a massive tax on the poor. It's also a massive tax on the people of Virginia and the people of our country. In January 2016, the Obama administration announced a moratorium on new coal leases on federal lands. This comes on the heel of many other anti-coal regulations from the Obama administration. Virginia, the largest exporter of coal in the United States, will be crushed by these Obama-Clinton policies. Crushed. It's going to have a huge negative impact on Virginia. Thanks to Obama-Clinton agenda, coal experts from the Port of Virginia, the largest port for coal exportation, you know that, the largest, they export more than any other place. Tremendous number of jobs, largest in the country, have declined significantly. In fact, at record numbers over the last 3 years. Soon you won't have any jobs. Virginia has seen a stunning 70% decline in coal jobs since 1990. Hillary Clinton will finish the mining industry off for good. There will no longer be an industry. And we're not going to let that happen. Not going to let it happen. According to the Heritage Foundation, by 2030, the Obama-Clinton energy restrictions will eliminate another 500,000 manufacturing jobs, reduce economic output to $2.5 trillion, and reduce incomes by $7,000 per person, meaning you're going to be making a lot less money years from now than you make right now. A Trump administration will end the Obama-Clinton war on the American worker. We will unleash an energy revolution, the likes of which we have never seen before. According to the Institute for Energy Research, lifting the restrictions on all sources of American energy will do a lot of things. Number one, increase GDP by more than $100 billion annually, money we desperately need. add over 500,000 new and high-paying jobs annually. Increase annual wages by more than $30 billion over the next 7 years. Think of that. Increase federal, state, and local tax revenues by almost $6 trillion over 4 decades. Increase total economic activity by more than $20 trillion over the next longer period of time. Doesn't that sound good to you, folks? Doesn't that sound good? Hillary Clinton will make America poor. You're going to lose your jobs. You're going to lose your wages. You're going to lose your medical. Obamacare is a catastrophe. You're going to lose everything. I want to make America wealthy again. Another industry of huge importance to this state and country is agriculture, especially in Virginia. Farmers are the backbone of America. We have a lot of farmers here, a lot of farmers. A lot of jobs. Agriculture and forestry combined provide over 400,000 jobs right here in the Commonwealth. And I have one of the largest wineries on the East Coast in Charlottesville. Provide a lot of jobs at that winery, and it's doing great business. But the massive regulations and EPA interventions from the Obama-Clinton administration have devastated America's farmers. Agriculture and forestry workers, they'll all be looking for jobs. You're not going to be able. Between taxes and regulations and environmental controls, many of which are not necessary, it's devastating to the farmer. Devastating. Hillary Clinton supports every last job-killing Obama regulation and wants to go much, much further. The farms will be closed. She wants to put the farmers out of business, just like she wants to put the miners and steel workers out of business, and we're not going to let it happen. We're doing the opposite. In fact, Hillary Clinton's $1.3 trillion tax hike would raise taxes on family farms to as much as nearly 50% more than they're paying now. 50%. She even wants to tax them again at death by as much as 45%, the death tax. And the death tax is a very, very big weapon and war on farmers. A Trump administration will be pro-agriculture 100%. I just announced the new members of my Agriculture Advisory Committee, and they include Virginia's very own Congressman Bob Goodlatte. Where's Bob? He's around here someplace. Together, we're going to work on reforms to support our family farms and boost agricultural production in America to record levels. We'll be exporting our product. We will be so proud of what we're doing again. That begins with hiring a pro-farmer, pro-American energy head at our very, very destructive EPA. It also means I am going to eliminate the destructive and invasive Waters of the United States rule that was unilaterally issued by this administration, and that is a job killer like never before. This rule is so extreme, it gives federal agencies control over creeks and small streams, even puddles on your private property. You can't do business anymore. I'm also going to cut taxes for family farms down to 15% from 35%. On top of that, we are going to end that death tax on family farms, which has truly, really, and I mean really, hurt this great American industry. And frankly, family farms, manufacturing, you can look at any industry we want, American business tax will be cut from 35% to 15%, and new jobs are going to flow into our country again. Then, by unleashing American energy, including clean coal, we are going to make it easier and cheaper and less expensive to produce, saving money. We are going to produce like never before, saving money for consumers all the way up and down the line. This will give America the competitive edge it desperately needs. We are losing so badly to other countries. Our jobs are gone. Everything's gone. Everything's gone. It's going to change, and it's going to change fast. Finally, on this subject, when we negotiate trade deals, we will make sure that they are going to be fair and balanced. No more one-sided trade deals where we open our markets, but they close their markets. Not anymore. No more trade deals where we can't get our product into their country, but they can dump all the product they want into ours. No more. Another issue I'd like to address briefly today is very important to everyone in this state. It's called law and order. I was honored to meet today with Stafford County Sheriff's Deputy Brandon Boyle, who sustained 5 gunshot wounds this summer in the line of duty. And by the way, let's give a great big hand to our police and law enforcement. I want to thank all of those in our police departments all over the country, in law enforcement generally, for the unbelievable job they do. Thank you. We thank you, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Everybody else does. We thank you, and we are standing with you. And I am very proud, I have to say, to have the support of almost, that I know of, almost the entire law enforcement community. So important. So, we're talking about a lot of different transactions going on. Hillary Clinton is banking on her friend, Terry McAuliffe, on getting thousands of violent felons to the voting booths in an effort to cancel out the votes of both law enforcement and crime victims. They are letting people vote in your Virginia election that should not be allowed to vote. That is sad, so sad. At the same time, Hillary Clinton wants to essentially abolish the Second Amendment for law-abiding Americans. She wants to overturn the Supreme Court ruling that affirmed the Second Amendment as a private right so that any city or state in this country can ban private gun ownership. The NRA endorsed me. They gave me the earliest endorsement they've ever given. We will save the Second Amendment and appoint judges who will protect your freedom. We will appoint great, great justices for the Supreme Court of the United States. One more issue central to law and order is having a secure immigration system. Failed governor, and he was a failed governor, Tim Kaine, whose watch remember this, during his watch, Virginia's unemployment rate more than doubled. And his first move as the governor of the state was to raise taxes by $4 billion first week. He also oversaw a huge increase in illegal immigration, a tremendous increase. And remember what I said. Tim Kaine proposed nearly a $4 billion tax increase. And that's what they're going to be doing to you again. It's a tax increase on purpose. It's what's going to happen. She's already said it. Massive tax increases for everybody. And you had a governor who did it in his first week. A governor who wasn't even popular with the people of Virginia. Tax increases, bringing in lots of immigration, and he didn't even know what he was bringing in. So people earning as little as $17,000 a year had to pay more tax. Overall, the illegal immigrant population in Virginia has nearly tripled since 2000. Putting enormous pressure on schools and public services. Nearly tripled. It's getting worse now. Oh, we're going to build the wall. Don't worry, we're going to build the wall. We'll build the wall. We're going to build the wall. We're going to build the wall, and Mexico is going to pay for the wall. Believe me, 100%. Believe me. And that'll be very easy. That will be very, very easy. Politicians think we're joking. We don't joke. We don't joke. This is a movement. This is a movement. And movements don't joke. Believe me. It's getting worse now as thousands of recent border crossers are being relocated to the state of Virginia. And you don't know who they are. You don't know where they come from. Even your government officials know nothing about them for the most part. You have no idea what's going on, and our president and Hillary Clinton, they don't have a clue. We have got to be so smart, so tough, and so vigilant, or we're not going to have a country anymore, folks. The people hurt most by our open border are low-income Hispanic and African Americans who are competing for jobs and community resources against new arrivals. Our open border is also being used as a recruiting tool for criminal gangs, creating a growing gang problem right here in the state of Virginia, where large numbers of gang members are in our country illegally, right here in the state of Virginia. We are going to end this chaos and restore peace, law, and order to our land. Finally today, I'd like to address an issue of great and very deep personal importance to me. In recent days, across this country, I've asked the African American community to honor me with their vote. I fully recognize the outreach to the African American community is in an area where the Republican Party must do better, and it will do better. The GOP is the party of Abraham Lincoln. And I want our party to be the home of the African American voter once again. I want a totally inclusive country, and I want an inclusive party. We reject the bigotry of Hillary Clinton, who sees people of color only as votes, not as human beings worthy of a better future. We've seen what the Democratic policies have done in cities like Detroit, Baltimore, Chicago, and many, many more. Virtually all of your inner cities are totally run and controlled by Democrats, and they have been for many, many years. Now Hillary Clinton wants to make things worse by raising taxes on 2.6 million African American-owned businesses in this country. My goal is to provide every African American child in our country with access to the ladder of American success. That means good education and a great paying job. It includes also Thank you. Education and jobs. It includes also school choice competition. School choice. It means reforming regulations so young Americans can get the credit they need to start a small business. And that includes African Americans, Hispanics, and everybody else in our country. That's what we need. It means trade and immigration policies that put American workers at the front of the line, way ahead of the workers of other countries who are beating us so badly. They're beating us so badly. Hillary Clinton's amnesty plan will give jobs, benefits, and Social Security to millions of people here illegally at taxpayer expense. And many of these people are treated better than our vets are treated. That is not going to happen. On top of that, according to the U.S. Senate Immigration Subcommittee, her plan would bring 620,000 refugees in her first term alone from Syria not going to know who they are and where they came from. Could be the great Trojan horse of all time. Get ready. Get ready. She would rather provide a job to a refugee living overseas than a young, unemployed African-American youth in Virginia. A Trump administration will put American workers first. Americanism, not globalism, will be our credo. We will bring America together as one country again, united as Americans in common purpose and common dreams. We will have a thriving economy, a strong border, a powerful military, a peaceful nation, a rising standard of living. This is what I promise you. Let's get out there and win on November 8th. We are going to win in the state of Virginia. If we win in the state of Virginia, we are going to the White House and we are going to take care of our people. We are going for victory. We must win on November 8th. Together, we will make America wealthy again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again for each and every American. Thank you, and God bless you. Thank you. Thank you.